And we're live! Hello!
Hey!
Welcome to comicspriceguide.com presents Tales from the Geek. I am Erin the Mechanic.
I am David the Queen.
I'm just Bobby. Hey, and look, we're in order. It's great.
Hey, we really are. We didn't even plan that, guys.
That's so good.
Nope.
And the gang...
Aaron, we did.
I mean, we did. Lots of planning and
Right,
practice
yes.
and stuff.
Complicated.
Yeah, the
Mechanics.
gang's back together.
Hey! All right.
I almost started singing The Boys Are Back in Town, but that doesn't quite fit, so I didn't go anymore.
No.
But we got news.
Actually, yeah, it works. We got news, we got comics. Let's see what's going on this week.
We do. We do have some news. We're going to start off with some sad news. But I'm sure everybody's heard George Perez, the legendary DC and Marvel comic book artist, died at 67 of cancer. We had reported his cancer diagnosis before.
Yeah.
But it's sad all around. It was pancreatic cancer, but he leaves behind a massive legacy. And he really made his mark on the world of comics. So we send our love out to his family and fans and
friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
And also Neil Adams, he's the man for having given Batman the darker look. He passed away at age 80. He kind of introduced like an earthy realism to Batman.
Yeah.
And the characters that he drew. Yeah. And
Good
he really
Lord.
championed
it was a little bit more of a surprise too.
Yeah.
Yes, his death was not unexpected. Yeah, Neil Adams, you can kind of track Neil Adams' art style at least to what leads to the Frank Miller stuff. So, Batman Year One and All-Star Batman and Robin kind of starts off with the Neil Adams stuff. So it's interesting and tragic.
Right. So, and I believe it was sepsis that caused it. So it's just unfortunate all around. But I believe Rick had known him at a certain point, and he was just a really awesome man. And our thoughts are with his family as well.
Yeah.
It's so cool. The gang's all here. That's right.
Yay!
Yes, we are.
Yes. Okay. So we're going on to news. Good news, everyone. So I went and saw it a couple days ago, and I will not spoil, but I saw Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
I'm so behind. Okay.
Oh my gosh, please. Let me just say, and I definitely won't spoil anything. It's not if you're looking for a regular Marvel movie, this is not it. You gotta come in with an open mind because there's a lot of multiverse time travel here. So I think it's safe to say that if you liked Loki, you're probably gonna like this movie.
I did love
Loki.
There's
a lot of
me too.
Multiverse-y stuff. Also, there were a few people saying that they feel like it should have been rated R rather than PG-13. I kind of see it, but it's only in the way that it can be a little gory sometimes. But I don't see it. I was never scared.
Yeah, I was very terrified. Can Bobby watch it?
It's Bobby.
If I can watch it, then it was probably fine.
Yes.
Look, I mean, they said Psycho couldn't be shown in theaters, and then they took the violence out of the shower scene and sent it back to the MPAA, and they're like, "Oh no, it's fine." And then he told them what he changed. Like, I guess we're gonna have to change our rules because we can't put someone out for music. So I definitely can see, with the way the masters of cinematography can make stuff happen, people feeling something is scarier than it truly, honestly is in many ways.
For sure.
So.
Yeah. You also see, I think this was probably the most, most characters I've seen introduced in one of the recent movies.
Oh wow!
And some
introduced. I didn't follow it. Brought back.
Introduced.
Okay.
I think the multiverse does this. There are a couple of people who do come back, and I will not say or spoil because, duh. But there are a few people I did not expect at all, and it was just you could hear the gasp in the theater, and that's really really cool. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to catch up.
You're gonna have to catch up. Highly recommend. It's never gonna be like I don't think it's my favorite Marvel movie of all time, but it's definitely like top 5.
Oh,
It was
wow.
fun.
Top 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
top
pretty
5.
good. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, honestly, let's be honest. Out of this universe, top 5's a really high bar.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm picky with my Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm very picky.
I
So
really like Doctor Strange, though, so
I do too.
I think I'll like that vibe.
You totally will. It'll be up your alley for sure. And I did not, and it's funny because we talked about this right before we went live, but it made the news and I had saved it anyway. Last week I was not here because I was at Disney World and Universal Studios and I had such a blast, but I did not have a blast with one thing. And that one thing is that there is a brand new Guardians of the Galaxy 3 ride that is opening in June at Epcot. And I didn't get to go because it was a press.
In May.
I came in May, and it was press only, and so they had like the little fence up, and I was just like, "Let me in."
But I have
I'm press. I do stuff. Yeah, no, honestly, we probably could have called someone and gotten some mild press credentials for you. If we had known that was a thing, we could have probably made that happen.
Exactly. If only. But do know that if you have a Disney trip planned specifically for Epcot, you put some time aside, get a fast pass because you're going to want it for that one. Apparently, it is being heralded as the most thrilling Disney ride there's ever been.
What?
Which is like, not that Disney's known for thrill. Like they have like test track and some fast things, but that's exciting. So
thrill.
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain I rode, and let me just say, like it is fun, but is it like?
I mean, it's fair.
Is it like anything that like Universal Studios?
Yeah, no. Hulk. So, Hulk exists at Universal Studios. We ought to lose most of the time.
No. I strapped into Hulk, and it like leans you back, and you're like going up to shoot out.
Much.
Yeah, so good.
And I was just like, this is the moment. B News, she effed up. Like,
I swear to God, we managed to get Stacy in the front seat of Hulk due to the fact that Stacy had not slept the night before for many multiples of reasons. She sat down in that. She's dead to the world. I'm a roller coaster person. Stacy cannot be dragged onto a roller coaster in other circumstances than this. So we put her on the first seat. She goes, she finishes, and she's still like, I hate you, and I am never getting on that again with you.
It was like I saw the drop after the first Batwing, the next drop going up, and I was like, I'm going to close my eyes, not because I'm necessarily afraid of seeing what I'm going to see, but you're going so fast that I thought my contacts were going to fly off my eyes. So, anyway, stick to the news, B. Stick to the news. Anyway,
I love it.
So, continuing that, saying like, yes, go read the Guardians guide if you can later. We did get news that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 just finished wrapping, and that also, spoiler alert, it's the last time we're going to see Drax, apparently. So there will be no more. Thank you, Aaron.
There will be no more. There's Drax. One in here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know what happens to him. Maybe he'll come back later. Maybe he died. I don't know what's happening. But Mike Bautista, Dave Bautista, made an emotional post saying like he felt honored and the role changed his life. So
did he spill the beans? Was he allowed to say that stuff? I guess so.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I love Guardians of the Galaxy, so we'll see how that turns out.
Is it top 5?
It was. I think Thor Ragnarok really.
I can't believe I still haven't watched that. Can you believe that?
That might be my number 2. Like it's number 1 for me.
I need to watch it. Everybody says that. Really,
I love Thor Ragnarok, even though I have personal issues with it because I liked the first 2 Thor movies, and Thor does weird stuff with canon with 3, but like, it's an incredibly good movie.
I need to watch it. I don't know why. It's probably one of those things. I missed it in theaters, and then everyone's like, "It's so good." And I'm like, "How have I still not watched it?"
It's definitely. I mean, if you like the Taika Waititi stuff, you're gonna love it. So, it's pretty great. Yeah, it's gonna be good. And if you haven't seen the new trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder, Go watch it. What are you doing? It looks so good. I'm so excited.
I'm behind on everything, and I'm trying not to spoil myself on more stuff.
I don't know if that's a spoil. I mean, you saw Endgame.
You can watch the trailers.
So.
It'll be fun. I mean, although
Right.
sometimes trailers give too much away, but this one's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they do. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
You'll be fine. This one won't.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
You forget by the time you watch it, Bobby.
Yeah, you'll
I mean,
forget.
by the time I watch it, I'll be retiring. So moving on.
Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise. Well, anyway, moving on to still a Disney property, but slightly adjacent. We do have news that the Asuka series has started shooting, which is really exciting. I love Asuka Tono.
Yes. Okay.
And and we saw Robert Rodriguez's little cowboy hat on the edge of the Asuka seat, so it's like, okay, we got Robert Rodriguez in the building. But no further details were given. I am very excited about the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series. There's a new trailer that dropped for that. I think maybe in the past week or week and a half, what is time?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
a fair question.
Yes, and this has a massive cast, and we also know that Hayden Christensen is coming back to both shows.
I saw that. That was great.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So that's super, super exciting. I think he deserves another chance.
I think so too. I really love him in other stuff.
Nowadays, I think about it. I'm like, Hayden Christensen played Anakin perfectly. It's unfortunate that he was put into the movies he was put into, but Anakin as a character was perfect in
Watch. Natalie Portman didn't do well in that movie, and the woman's won Oscars.
And she's amazing.
That's fair. That's very true. Like it's like
it's an all-star cast. So if the all-star cast and you'd feel like the acting isn't good, then you got to know it's probably not the acting.
It's not the actors.
Probably.
And like I think a lot of people have made a probably fair criticism. You know, Lucas is always pushing special effects, but he pushed special effects in such a way that he's like, I don't know how you act to the tennis ball on this stick, but act to the tennis ball on the stick.
What is this tennis ball on the stick?
I've heard that those movies are so good because since the beginning, it's been the team around it that has made it really great. So, like, even though it came from Lucas, he had an exceptional team behind him.
Oh,
like,
yes, the original trilogy.
Yeah, and so I think like that feeling maybe is like still kind of around in some things. It feels like a lot of the Star Wars stuff is very like Taika Waititi, Robert Rodriguez, Jon Favreau, like they're throwing all these major like hitters in, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna lift this up. I don't know. That's my opinion. But
I mean, yeah.
But anyway, moving on to another big blockbuster because that's what we talk about. We do have a new trailer for the Avatar 2. It is called Avatar: The Way of Water.
Okay.
And it's 10 years too late for me.
Yeah, I told you I forgot about it because I think we've been talking about this for like 5 years now, and
I didn't see Avatar 1 in theaters, so maybe it doesn't have that special place for me that Avatar has. I watched it later when other things had decent CGI as well, and it's Fern Gully in space.
It is Fern Gully.
Oh,
badly.
It's Pocahontas with guns.
Yeah,
it's just so frustrating to me that this is considered this brilliant movie, and I'm like,
I just don't
know what. No story here.
What the second story is going to be is more my.
I know, right?
How do you have a second one?
Well, watch the trailer because it's giving, and I feel bad. I don't want to dog on it, but it's giving How to Train Your Dragon 2 vibes. Like they're over the water. Like this again, it's called Way of Water. So it's like they're not in the jungle anymore. Now they're doing the same thing, but in water. So I don't know. I don't want to hate because a lot of people love it.
James Cameron made Titanic. Like it's a storyboarding it's like a masterclass of storytelling in Titanic, and then we get Avatar.
I don't know, man. I feel like that one you just go in the movie theater. Go it's a popcorn movie. Get some popcorn. Go to IMAX.
Bobby, your experience was way different because in theater it was really cool. Like it was visually pleasing in the theater. It was a huge.
I'm understand. Like that was my understanding.
Totally
having been,
To me, I agree. It doesn't really stand up when I go back and watch it. I've only watched it in theater. I tried to watch it one other time. Don't really watch it. But in theater, I just remember being like, wow, it's so pretty.
I mean, there is a point where, like, if I'm doing a tech demo, you don't really want that much story in your tech demo.
Right. I guess we'll see. I would still like to watch you do a tech demo, Bobby.
I bet you have stories in your tech demos.
Yeah, I would want to see your tech demo.
Oh I bet there's a lot of stories. It's
all terrifying thought process. Gosh. What are we doing with that? Okay.
Okay. One last thing, and it's a fair warning to everybody. Even though I feel like a lot of people really know about this because it was everywhere like last week and a couple weeks ago, Netflix is talking about adding ads to their shows, and their stock prices just plummeted.
If they add ads, I am a Netflix gal. If they add ads, like that's always my main thing. I'm like, I stay on Netflix because they'll have ads.
Yep.
I mean,
nope. So watch
honestly,
yourselves.
I don't know who is watching Netflix in my house. I honestly would not be surprised if we end our Netflix.
I watch it all the time, but I'm not in your house.
I watch a lot of Netflix.
I'm in your Tales from the Geek house, but
yeah, that's fair. Y'all watch television though, and I don't. So moving on.
I do sometimes. I love nature documentaries. They put me.
I watch all that trash TV on my phone when I do my walks because I'm like bundling. I can watch something that's like probably not great for me, but then I'm walking, so it's good for me.
It cancels out. But anyway, okay, that is my news.
All right. Well,
take it away, Bobby.
Before you go, Bobby.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Make your friends our friends. And don't forget, we are live Wednesday at 7:25 next week. But then we'll be going back to Tuesdays the following week. So just don't forget. It's a reminder.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll get ready to share your stis.
I'm sharing now. Okay.
Boom.
First up this week. It's an interesting week, post Free Comic Book Day. It's always kind of an interesting week. It's quiet though, which is somewhat surprising to me. But first up, we have Captain America: Symbol of Truth, and where Sam's coming back with he hasn't had the shield in a while. And it's kind of surprising because he's now getting a second. He is the second Captain America now. Steve has got the shield, and he has got a shield, and they are both going to be Captain America at this moment, which is important. But he's following
Captain's America.
Captain's America. Actually, that was a pretty big deal. The Captain's America was pretty interesting miniseries, and that's what kind of led to this. He is following the lead from Misty Knight. And he is, in doing so, he intercepts a mysterious group of hijacking, which seems to be an empty train. But as he digs deeper, he discovers that a crucial piece of American history and Wakanda are deeply linked. So, it's very interesting to see where this is going to go. I'm going to ruin this name. Tochi Onyebuchi, I believe, is the best way to say that. Who also wrote Black Panther Legends and Riot Baby, is teaming up with R.B. Silva, also known as Stormbreaker, who has been drawing Powers of X, Inferno, Fantastic Four. It's the next chapter of Captain America, and we haven't, Captain's real image got real tarnished after, Hydra Cap. And so,
it makes sense.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting to see where this goes. But next up, oh good lord, come on, computer, do what I need.
You can do it, computer. I believe in you.
Think long and hard.
Okay, so this is an alpha. This is alpha number 1, and this is actually interesting because I don't normally do this. I don't normally link to these kind of titles, but I think this is really fun and interesting. This is the alpha issue for a connected plot line in the Thor and Hulk series. So the next part of this will be continued in Thor 25 and Hulk number 7. Okay? They have always undergone a huge, consistent, weird rivalry, the two of them. But Thor and Hulk have gone through massive changes recently, where Hulk is no longer controlled by his rage. And, Thor is controlling Mjolnir again. So celebrating the 60th anniversary of both of these characters. It's an epic 5-part crossover. This is going to be brought to you by Donny Cates and Martin Coccolo. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with these guys.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I know, right?
I like the
crazy.
Yeah.
Anytime you get a good Hulk fight, it's great.
I don't know why, but that picture of Thor, like from this angle, makes him look like Palpatine.
I know, right? I always thought he looks kind of evil, and I don't know how to feel about that. Like,
I am the Senate.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why. I kept thinking.
Have I told you I've been playing Lego Star Wars?
Yeah.
It's that moment in cutscene where Mace confronts Palpatine.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Everything about it is wonderful. Oh my god. If you haven't watched that cutscene, I honestly think people should just watch the cutscenes of this one. It's so good.
If I knew what I was doing technologically, I would cut to it and we would show it, but that's not gonna happen. So.
That's not gonna happen.
Put it in your mind. Go watch it.
All right, next up we have
what the hell is happening here, Bobby?
Black, White, and Blood. Look, Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight run has been phenomenally well regarded. Absolutely fantastic. As such, a lot of people are going to take their time and tell stories about Moon Knight. This is not a normal story. This is an anthology book. We're having a variety of people taking care of this character. People like Jonathan Hickman, Mark Guggenheim, and Morella Ayadele are doing stories for him. These are all in black and white and red. Those are only colors you're going to see on the comic. So I always find them to be very interesting when they do these black, white, and red, or black, white, and bloods. They kind of have a very interesting feel. Doesn't matter which character it is. Doesn't matter if it's a funny or a cutesy or whatever character. Once you put black, white, and blood, or black, white, and red, dark things. Cool. Yeah, it looks super cool.
It reminds me of Schindler's List and the little girl with the red balloon, or the red coat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That sort of thing was. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have from DC Comics, Blood Syndicate Season 1. If you don't know Blood Syndicate, not surprising. They are not obscure, but they are a niche part of the Dakotaverse of the Milestone universe. And if you don't know Milestone, that's Static Shock. That's a bunch of really well written, created characters from Milestone Comics. DC Comics bought them, I want to say in the 90s off the top of my head. Not certain. But Static Shock is one of their classic characters. Other characters come from that universe. Wise Son and Tech 9 have been in jail, and then to get out of jail, they did military tours in Afghanistan. They're back to Dakota City, but Icon and Rocket have been cleaning up the streets, and the Bang Babies have been forming rival gang factions. With all of the different influences, who is going to protect their home turf? Who knows? The streets are going to run with, blood, even if they are trying to keep it, if they're trying to keep the peace, whoever is going to be the kingpin is still going to require a lot of fighting to make that understood. So it's an interesting story. This is like I said, it is a Milestone series from back in the day, and it is a new chapter of the Milestone universe within the DC multiverse going forward. So interesting to see where this will go.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then next up, we have the Jurassic League.
What?
It's the
Xavier
Tales
would like this. Wait,
this is amazing.
Is this sure?
It's a tale as old as time. An infant escapes the destruction of its home planet and is deposited on Earth to be raised by human parents. A goddess from a lost city defends truth. A Tyrannosaurus Rex dons the visage of a bat to strike fear into evildoers' hearts. This heroic trinity, alongside this league of other superpowered dinosaurs, joins forces to save a prehistoric Earth from the sinister machinations of Darkseid. Wait, what?
This
don't
is
know
all
what-
I needed. This is
I know,
exactly
right?
what I need.
It's so good looking. I don't need to know really much anymore. It's a brand new.
All I sang Sunday morning was "Dinosaur Roar." I mean,
Aw.
this is the book that I needed this week.
Yeah, I know, right? It looks
Perfect.
great. It looks delightful. I'm very excited to see where this will go.
Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
I don't think I need
I need
anything more. It's a 1 of 6 issue. I honestly, yeah, it's great.
I need a cartoon like
Mhm.
today. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Exactly. That's exactly what I need too. I feel like
All
it's
right.
necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have
Action, motion, not just book.
Yeah.
Next up we have 8 Billion Genies. It is a series premiere. These next 3 titles are all mature titles, by the way. Obviously, this cover doesn't really make that clear.
It does not make it clear at all.
No,
it looks really cute.
It is cute. Coming out of Image Comics, this is being written by Charles Soule. And you know, what if you had one wish? What would you wish for? Okay, good question. Now, what if everybody got a wish at the same time?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. You know that scene from
Yes, I know what you're thinking.
Bruce Almighty.
Oh no, I don't.
Oh, but I do
where
know.
he just says yes to everyone's prayers in the
I do know
area.
I do know what you're referring to, but I was totally going the other direction. I was going the Wonder Woman Cheetah movie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. At the exact same moment, everyone gets a genie and one wish. All hell breaks loose in an entertaining way, and that's just the beginning. Buckled in for the wildest ride of a year. I don't know how this is going to go. This honestly made me feel of kill 10 billion demons. Obviously, from the titles, they're very similar sounding. I don't know if they're truly related, though. They're just kind of so similar in title. I'm like intrigued by the concepts. But all right.
I'm like, it takes one person to like wait a little bit on the wish, and then it all happens, and then they go, "I wish things were back to normal again." And then
right.
Yeah, everybody's wish got unwished.
Exactly, right? Absolutely craziness. Now, next up, we have a title that was sold out on the distributor level from Boom.
Boom.
Boom Studios does not sell out their titles on a distributor level all that often, especially not when they're doing a full major run of 75,000 copies. We are looking at potentially second and third printings on this one. If you didn't know, eBay has already selling this individual issue for $150.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Why?
So,
what's going on here? You got to give us the deets.
I will give you
hi,
the deets.
Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
So
now give us the deets, Bobby.
Our first story. Our first look. Jessica O'Hara is dead, but her journey has only just begun. This is the world of the afterlife, where Jessica has been recruited as a Reaper, tasked with ferrying countless souls to their final destination. But unlike the rest of the Reapers, she has no memory of what killed her and put her into this predicament. In order to unravel the mystery of her own demise, she'll have to solve an even bigger one. Where is the actual Grim Reaper? This is being written by Stephanie Phillips, who has done an amazing job on Harley Quinn, and fan favorite artist Flaviano, who has been drawing New Mutants. What comes after and the nature of death itself. And then they give you a 6-page preview of the start of the comic, and it's just her, dealing with a dead drunk driver. Not, no one else on the road, just themselves, unfortunately. Right. But, she's just there. I'm like, hi, you can't go back. I'm here to take you on. And she's all like, and he doesn't believe it because,
not gonna believe it.
You're not gonna believe you're dead. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
And so it's just very interesting watching this very scary looking lady with a big ass scythe just being the most comforting person you can be to this unfortunate dead guy. It's very interesting. I don't know how to feel about it.
Like, give me that movie in like 10 years. Like, that's such a cool concept.
I'm very intrigued by it.
Maybe she's gonna be, very soothing and helpful, but she can cut somebody if necessary. I
Oh,
mean, they're already
maybe. I don't know,
dead.
right?
So.
I mean, like,
Look
that
at her
scythe is
scythe.
just
That is so cool.
It's
Yeah.
such a cool looking scythe, but it's also scary as heck, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay.
I will use this if I have to.
I know.
I feel like
Alright.
You're already dead.
and the Grim Reaper is like, it's like the Santa Claus, like he fell on her doorstep and she was like, wait, what? And, like picks up the
Picks
scythe
up the
and then
scythe and is
boom.
like, oh wait, no.
I'm the Grim Reaper now. Okay. Yep.
I didn't read the claws.
The claws.
All right. Next up, we have Blind Alley.
Ow.
Yes. Jess returns to the neighborhood where he grew up, El Esquina de Gallo, a civilian suburban neighborhood where violence and the constant struggle against life's adversities meet. His goal is to resume his relationship with Irene, his former girlfriend, and to start a project together. With the help of Faye, his childhood friend, he tries to escape crime and marginalization, carving a niche for himself in the world of work and in society. But Vargas, the exalted brother of Faye, fans the flames of something that has been cooking for a long time. I don't know why we would consider this so good. This is a drawn and written by title by Ira. He is doing both art and writing, to my understanding. But from David Rubin, El Ira has marked a work that is pure fire, a comic that is pure neighborhood poetry, pure fury, and honesty. He had only experienced something like this by reading the best Miller comics. I mean, that's a pretty good recommendation.
Right. That's crazy.
That's
I mean,
pretty
like,
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good, Chuck.
Chuck, you're forgiven.
You're forgiven. But
it's all right, Chuck. We switched it up on you too. We went Wednesday this week and next week, but then we'll be back to Tuesdays.
Yes.
So.
Yes. But that is in fact my final issue this week. So Chuck, come on, watch our replay.
Yeah, watch the replay and still comment, Chuck. I'll be looking out for comments. We'll still come back.
Yeah, we were pretty funny, I think.
Yeah, I think we're funny.
We try.
We're random as always.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Absolutely.
Talk about Beast Trip.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get my.
Yeah, show us your swag, baby.
My special ears.
Oh, that is a good point, Bean. Did you catch that
Chuck.
piece of news?
We did not.
Yes, we do have a new doctor.
Yes.
And also, I also saw an article on where you can watch all of the newer Doctor Who's. But let me hold on because I don't remember the lad's name. I know he was in Sex Education on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Doctor
that's
Who.
correct.
He is. I'm going to mispronounce it, so I'm so sorry. It's Nkuti Gatwa is revealed as new doctor.
Yes.
Look,
I mean, like
he will be succeeding Jodie Whittaker.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
that's super exciting. And also, I just love those. Those are awesome. I didn't even realize they were Death Star and Darth Vader until the second time you put them on.
Yes, I got these on Etsy. I did not buy them at the park.
Oh, they're so cute.
I bought these at the park because I need to choose. Yeah, exactly. So, but these are awesome. I'm just gonna hold on to these forever.
They are pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Sorry, I had a sneeze.
Bless you.
Yeah. I muted myself.
I'm excited for him to be the doctor as well. I've enjoyed, watching the gifts from the Jodie universe. I don't watch Doctor Who. That's a nightmare. I mean, think about how I deal with my current multiverse issues in Marvel. It's trying to jump that into Doctor Who is a nightmare as well. But
they really are awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I also got this.
I'm excited to see where this will go forward.
It's my little Millennium Falcon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Epic.
It's gonna be a
on the tree.
Yeah, but it's on my desk for now.
That's what you do. You just transition them. I do my Darth Vader helmet is usually on one of my shelves, and then it's usually my tree topper.
Yeah, and then I have my Game of Thrones that's also an ornament. So I don't know why I just keep them.
No, I do because it's an all-year decoration, but then in the winter it works. They double as a tree decoration.
They do.
Absolutely.
They do.
Well, don't forget to comment, even if you're rewatching this.
Mm-hmm.
Comment. We go back. We read the comments. We respond. We laugh, and we will see you live next week Wednesday at 7:25
Mhm.
Central Time. Tales from the Geek. Catch you all then. Later.
Bye.